In today's video, we're going to be talking about seller mistakes when you sell your home as is fast. Maybe you're just tired of dealing with the home and all the issues that come out of it, and you just want to walk away. Maybe you inherited the property and just want to cash out. Maybe you've got a new job and you need to move in 2 weeks. Even if you have to act fast, whatever the case may be, there are mistakes that you could make when you sell your house as is fast. So stick around. Hi everyone, I'm Corina Shijo, a real estate agent in Hawaii, helping you grow your wealth through real estate. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified when new videos come out. Okay, so let's jump right into it. The real question is, are you gonna be okay with selling your home for 50 to 80% of the market value so someone else could make a profit from it? Because that's what's happening when you sell your house fast as is for cash to an investor. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I am saying is just know what you're walking into before you go ahead and make that decision and find out what your options are. There are some examples or sometimes some instances when selling your home fast as is for cash is actually a good deal. So let's get started with those examples. So when is selling your house as is fast a good deal? Well, it's really a good deal when you have no other options. So let's just look at this first one, which is just make sure that your offer covers the mortgage. Hey, if you want to sell your home as is fast and the mortgage is still getting paid off in the process, that sounds like a good deal to me. You're just cutting into your own profits. Well, it's also a good deal when time and money isn't on your side. For example, let's say the property that we're talking about is days away from foreclosure, or that the selling time on the market is 12 months, meaning it's going to take 12 months just to get your home sold in the current market. That's a long time. It may be a good idea when you're not making mortgage payments and you don't have the ability to repay, meaning the home is on its way to foreclosure. Maybe you're days away from the foreclosure date, or it's a property you inherited from a relative and it has a mortgage and it's also on the way to foreclosure. Remember what I said earlier is that basically we want to make sure that the liens are taken care of, the mortgages, any other second mortgages, anything like that is taken care of through the cash offer. Now, it may be also a good deal when the cost to repair exceeds the value of the property. And that could be because of structural issues with the home, where it has to be torn down or extensively rebuilt. It could also be title issues that require litigation. I mean, those costs can get rather high, and if you don't have the money to sustain all the way through the end and make sure those items are completed, then it might be worth it to just get what you can from it and just walk away. Now, one thing I do want to keep saying, because I have this check in my heart, is that if you, anytime you're dealing with the property, also speak with a tax accountant or some kind of financial advisor or professional to really get into what your situation is. The cost to repair the home exceeds the value of what the home is worth. It might be a good idea when you're unable to grow your wealth with this property. So thinking big picture wise, you have to look at everything that's going on. Maybe home prices are dropping in your market. It could be that you don't have the cost to do the repairs or handle any kind of title issues, or basically you're not able to take on another mortgage because it's an inherited property, and you know it's an additional thing for you. So basically the idea is, if you're not able to grow your wealth with this home, you might consider just taking the loss as it is and not incurring any further losses. Now, it might also be a good idea, when you've done the math and weighed your financial losses versus your emotional stresses. Now, let's think about that. I mean, if you're only losing like $10,000 from what you would normally be making versus the amount of weight that's coming off your shoulders, I mean, what's that really worth, right? Now, again, I just want to say investors do good work too. I mean, basically, they restore homes that owners are either unable or unwilling to do, and basically they make that property functional again for someone else. And there are instances when selling your house as is fast is actually a good deal. Knowing what you know right now, would you consider an as is cash offer on your home? Okay, so when is selling your home as is fast not a good deal? Here are some mistakes that homeowners did that ended up biting them in the butt later on. When you make an emotional decision without consulting some kind of professional, your tax person, financial advisor, or even a real estate agent. One of the most common mistakes made is that people don't understand the difference between a real estate agent and the investor who's coming to purchase your home. A real estate agent has fiduciary responsibilities to protect you in the transaction. The idea is always to get the highest and best for their client. For an investor, you don't have that layer of protection because you're dealing with your buyer directly. The investor is not looking out for what's best for the homeowner. Now, they could present options, but is that necessarily what's best for the homeowner? So that's just the thing you have to keep in mind. Who's fighting for you? It's not going to be the investor, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so another instance when it's not a good deal. When the investor makes a claim that he can offer you more money than what your home is worth. At the beginning of this video, I talked about how it's typical to be offered 50 to 80% of your home's value from an investor. They're not going to be, they don't want to buy your home at full market price, much less above market value. So just be cautious about what you're dealing with when you see that. Another instance when it's not good to sell your home as is fast is when you can just plop your property right on the market and sell it as is for more money. You got to make sure all the liens are covered. The mortgage, second mortgage, any kind of liens, anything else, it's paid off with the property. Now, the idea is that most real estate agents have connections to investors who are able to offer you those kinds of deals. So it's not like you got to go hunt around for investors. If you ever needed a quick sale and you and your agent determined that that was the best thing for you, then it's readily accessible. Okay, so another instance, when is it not a good deal to sell your home as is? Well, when you have the time to put it on the market, do what you need to do, and basically you have the time to be able to get the home ready, and you have the resources, or you can just plunk it on the market as is and just let it go for that 12 months. Speak with an agent, get the best advice for your situation is all I'm saying. It may take some time for the property to sell, but you'll profit more if you are just able to hold on a little bit and wait. The main idea of this is that before you decide to sell your home as is fast to a cash investor, research some options about what's out there and speak to somebody who's knowledgeable in the market. before you make that decision. If you're considering selling your home, download a copy of my Sell It Fast guide that gets you ready to sell your home in 30 days. Thanks for joining me today. If you're in the Oahu and Maui market and are looking for a realtor, feel free to reach out to me. My contact info is located on the About page of this channel. You can also reach out to me through social media on Instagram and Facebook using the links in the description down below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when new videos come out. Until next time, have a great week and I'll see you soon.